It's great to have you. Are we in a period where companies are going to lean into productivity and hence rely on software, or is the trouble just beginning in tech?
We believe that whilst there's definitely a drive towards productivity, and it's something that's been very important in the tight labor market, if the labor market does become a little bit looser, we do feel that there will be cuts across the budget, and the first thing that goes is usually nice to haves rather than something that's day-to-day important to do your day-to-day job with.
Right. That sort of points to what Tom Siebel said both on the call and on our air yesterday, that his consumer base is starting to run for the hills and scrutinize at least large deals in ways that they have not in several years.
Absolutely. Anything that's got long sales cycles, anything that's transformational, digital transformation right now is a very, very hard sell to do, especially these deals, 10 to 50 million. It's very, very hard to get an approval right now because customers are just wary what's going to happen to their business over the next 12 months.
Gal, I was talking to a VC in the software space yesterday who had a very different viewpoint than you. He thinks that this is an opportunity for a company like Okta, which has now fallen to pre-pandemic lows. He says that you can't build modern tech infrastructure with some of these companies, like a Datadog, like a Confluent. Do you think that there's opportunities? And I know that, we heard a certain tone from C3 AI, Tom Siebel, yesterday, but there's other companies out there, we've been talking about a lot of them, that, yes, are seeing sales cycles lengthen, but just lengthen. It's no demand destruction, they say.
Yeah, in general, we don't talk about demand destruction yet. What we are talking about is taking longer to get approvals done. And I think what's really important is some of the companies you mentioned, they are key in order to either protect, in order to do something that we already have today. When we're thinking about expansion into areas that, or changing the processes in the way we haven't done it before, then we believe it could be something that is pushed out more than the others that are already part of your technology stack.
So then, Gal, what parts of enterprise software do you think are sort of on the cutting block for CEOs, CTOs, CFOs, and which are essential? We always talk about cybersecurity as one that is not going to face cuts in this kind of environment. Are there others? What do you think does get cut?
Right. No, that's a great question. Well, I'll be a little bit biased coming from the vertical software side as well, and I'll say that there's a ton of opportunity in this space where we're seeing customers that are getting paid out of R&D dollars rather than production. These are not revenues that are linked to royalties, and for some of those, we definitely see opportunities. Stocks that have done well into the last sell-off already are the likes of Cadence, Synopsys, and the EDA names. We really like those kind of long-term, 3 to 5 year R&D cycles supported demand that we know is not going away because electric vehicle platforms are here to come. We're going to have a drive towards autonomy. Anything that's something that's transformational, generational, changing is very, very important to invest today because otherwise you'll be obsolete 5 years from now.